What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon and welcome back to another video. It's been a long time since I've actually recorded a video because I've been really busy with my job. So for those of you guys that don't know me, I basically teach, and because it's exam season, it's really busy, and it's finally ending. So basically Monday is pretty much the last exam, which is chemistry. And then I would be a lot more free to film a lot more videos. So I think I'm back. I would say I'm back. I do actually want to make a little bit more videos to inform people about the Pokemon card market, what to invest, what not to invest, and you know how how should we view Pokemon as an investment. There has been a lot of new people flooding into the market. They are quite short-sighted, and all they focus on is what's exactly happening now. And I know a lot of you guys will say, hey, Collect Pokemon, the time that you came in the market, the time you came into Pokemon was a very different time to a time now. And to be very honest, I do agree with you guys. But at the same time, I think that I'm still making plays, I'm still investing. And, to be very honest, I'm still learning how to invest in Pokemon card in this modern time. And I can share with you guys my experience and, what I think and what I feel. And hopefully you guys can, I don't know, learn or even use these information to make your own analysis. And that's the thing a lot of people making YouTube videos really is to give out different perspective for you guys to see. And it's not like, oh, that YouTuber is bad because they're telling you to buy stuff, they're shielding this or shielding that. It's really not that. I mean, you guys are responsible adults, you guys should be able to take on different perspective, analyze it, and know what to invest in or not. So, on a lighter note, today I really feel like making a video because Destined Rival Build and Battle Box has arrived. I actually didn't realize that Build and Battle Box was a little different from the bundle. The bundle doesn't have the promo pack, but it has 6 booster packs. 6 booster packs, whereas the bundle only, the Build and Battle only has 4 packs. So yeah, these are a little overpriced from what I've ordered from. So yeah. Anyway, what I actually want to show you is Destined Rival, Glory of Team Rocket. This is a Japanese set, and you guys have seen Japanese sets all around, and there's pretty much nothing written all around. So you actually don't really know anything about this. But yeah, that's that set. I mean, the only thing you can tell, it's a copyright date. You guys can see. But something that a lot of people are saying, hey, Pokemon are printing things down the pipeline, blah 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 blah. The hype of this market is just because Pokemon haven't been able to react to it. And I think that is demonstrated by the Chinese box. And I think that the Chinese box is definitely interesting because of this. Here, if you guys can see, manufacturing date is 2024, December 15th. So Glory of Team Rocket, remember, all these other languages are printed in Japan as well. So this set was printed in Japan back in December 2024. And well, Glory of Team Rocket was released on May? So we know that Pokemon is at least 5 months behind its printing run and stuff. So that's how I know, or that's how a lot of other YouTubers kind of is able to understand that, there's a lag time between the decision that Pokemon Company makes to order the print and the actual print. So that's why sometimes when people say, hey, I don't think Pokemon can go back and print those sets because they will be at full capacity printing other sets and so on. These are some assumptions that a lot of YouTubers could make, and this is some evidence demonstrating that, cards are not just printed and they're not just rolled off the shelf from the printing facility, and they're not just delivered to Target or something like that. There's layers and layers and layers of distributions. And because of that, it's very difficult for Pokemon to chase back what has already been done 6 months ago. But, it's also a good estimate to understand what is going to happen 6 months later. For example, the black and white set, what's going to happen to that. So I'm going to make a bit more video talking about those in detail much later on. But, here's just a little, a little collect Pokemon as pack kind of thing for you guys to think about. It is just the idea that a lot of these cards are actually printed a while back. And for those of you that was wondering, yeah, so the Japanese box, the shrink wrap doesn't actually have the Pokeball logo, whereas the Chinese does. So, and it's not all around. It's only in the front and on the side, so if you guys can see it. So today I want to open a Destined Rival box. Do I actually think this is a good set? To be honest, I don't think it's a good set, but I do think that it is a hype set, and if you can actually get it at wholesale, I would. I actually didn't get allocated any. I've actually bought these off market. How much did I buy this Built-in Battle box for? I think I bought it for around like 40 bucks, 30, 40 bucks, something along that line. So we're gonna open it to see what we're gonna get. I think there are 4 different promos, and I think Tyranitar is the one I want. Tyranitar? Oh, hey, I didn't know there was a Gyarados. Not bad, Misty's Gyarados, and I think basically this is a energy deck. I think inside this is energy cards with the promo, so not bad. Quite nostalgic looking at Misty's face kind of on the card as well. And you can see there's a leaflet talking about Destined Rival, card list. Very typical Built-in Battle. Inside the Built-in Battle, we have 4 packs. One of each pack card actually. Not bad. So we're gonna open it. I'm gonna see what we're gonna pull. Let me know in the comment section, are you guys getting any of these? Trust me, these are overpriced, but I have been buying a lot of Pokemon cards, and I've been selling some Pokemon cards as well. And I think in the next coming few weeks, I'll be letting you guys know what I've been buying, what I've been selling, because I think that's kind of interesting, because you know, yeah, the price, I mean, to me, or for those of you who have watched my channel for a while, you know, if you sold your older products, the money you make from the older product is more than enough to support you on these newer products. So, I mean, if you have like Evolving Skies booster boxes, ooh, or something along that line, you could have easily sold a Evolving Skies Elite, booster box, ooh, and then, you know, bought a lot of other things with that $2,000. So, technically, you could have bought what, like 8 or like more than a case, or 1 case of Destined Rival, and still have money left over. So that's that. And to be honest, a lot of people are still very, very short-sighted in investing in Pokemon cards. And like I said, I will try to share you guys some thoughts. I'm not going to tell you guys everything because, you know, there's no point of me telling you everything because, you know, most of you guys won't believe it at first, but, you know, over time, you will. So even if I told you what I did, a lot of you guys will think, hey, collect Pokemon, you're just flexing. Yes, I am flexing, but at that time, you know, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, when I made videos talking to you guys saying that I've done this, there's a lot of people in the comment that would think I was crazy. Right, so I'm going to tell you something crazy. I've been buying up Prismatic Elite Trainer box at around $130 per booster box, like 110 to 130. So I'm still pretty much buying it whenever I have some opportunities, because I still think Prismatic Evolution Elite Trainer box, I don't care how much they reprint, is still underpriced. Ooh, ho, nice, Mewtwo EX. Now, another thing I've been doing is I actually don't like any SARs, but I've been collecting. So from the Journey Together, I've been buying a lot of single cards with the character and the Pokemon. So yeah, I've been buying a lot of that. Wow. Yes, that's another one into my collection. So I actually wanted to grade some of these, but it's actually quite difficult for people in Hong Kong to grade PSA card because you can't really send it directly to PSA because of the tariff. I hope they open up soon, but yeah, go card for you guys. So that's, I'll take that. That's a good win. So that's pretty much that. I will make more videos. You guys will see me a lot more often. That's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comment section how you guys have been. Catch you later. Peace. This is Collect Pokemon. Bye-bye.